Welcome back. In addition to completing Dot's biography and introducing the other missing wife of Sheriff Tillman, Fargo Season 5 Episode 7 also has a number of other intriguing revelations. Directed by Sylvain White, Linda was based on a storyline by Noah Hawley, the creator of the series, and April Shea, who had previously collaborated on Dave and You're the Worst on FX. The episode bears the name of Linda, Tillman's other missing wife, who is visited by Dot in an effort to enlist her assistance in holding Tillman accountable. As all of this is going on, Gator follows Ole Munch to his new apartment, where he encounters his old landlady. In Episode 7, after Dot's absence from the previous week's show, everyone else has to step aside to make room for her comeback. Following their significant appearance in Episode 6, Wayne, Lorraine, and Deputy Olmstead are largely missing from this episode. Rather than that, Linda centers on Dot's whereabouts when she leaves Olmstead's house in the middle of the night at the conclusion of Episode 5, as well as on Linda herself. The most recent episode of Fargo, Season 5, is packed with significant revelation, ranging from a murderous case of mistaken identification at Ole Munch's home to a puppet presentation revealing the missing pieces of Dot's origin story. Ole Munch murders the son of his landlady. In the opening scene of Episode 7, Ole Munch's now elderly mother receives a visit from her annoying son, who is demanding money. When he finds that she is empty-handed, he tries to con Ole Munch out of some rent money. From the bundle of cash that Sheriff Tillman handed him, Ole Munch offers him a roll of bills, but he doesn't plan on letting the son retain them. Ole Munch emerges from the home with an axe and swings it at the son as he is leaving. This emphasizes how vicious and spiteful Ole Munch is. The other missing wife of Sheriff Tillman, Linda, is identified. Dot was missing from Episode 6, and at the start of Episode 7, she is shown traveling across the nation to confront Tillman. She makes a detour at Camp Utopia en route, which is managed by Tillman's other missing wife, Linda, aka Saint Linda, and serves as a haven for victims of abusive relationships. Dot sees flashbacks of the mistreatment she endured at Tillman's hands as these residents utilize puppets to act out their experiences. Everyone at Camp Utopia goes by Linda. To alter it, they must obtain new letters. Dot is guided around by a woman referred to as Lindo. It comes out that Dot and Saint Linda have a convoluted past. Dot requires Linda's assistance to fall Roy. Dot travels to Camp Utopia since she cannot bring Sheriff Tillman to justice on her own and needs Saint Linda's assistance. It is implied that Gator's biological mother is Linda. Dot claims to have seen Gator and thinks he wants to be good as she tries to persuade Linda to go back to Tillman's community with her. Linda is hesitant to accompany Dot, at least not until they convene a tribunal to resolve their historical disagreements. Gator assassinates Ole Munch's landlady and believes he killed the artist himself. Gator locates the elderly woman's home, where Ole Munch has been staying, using the monitoring device he placed on Ole Munch's car in last week's episode. Gator thinks he has murdered Ole Munch when he shoots the silhouette in the head of a figure sitting in a rocking chair through the window with his weapon. However, the figure is actually the body of the landlady's son, which Ole Munch slouched in the chair and rocked back and forth while tying a rope around it to frighten away would-be murderers. The landlady is also killed when Gator tosses her down the curb before he departs, breaking open her skull. Dot uses a puppet show to explain her past, following the Camp Utopia procedure. When Dot was 15 years old, she met Linda at a grocery shop under the name Nadine. After Linda prevented Nadine from getting apprehended for shoplifting, she brought her husband Roy and their small boy Gator home. After Linda made the suggestion that Roy teach Nadine, he finally made himself known to her. Dot believes Linda forced her to protect herself into the arms of an abusive man. Dot became the woman of the house when Linda went to see her sister, and that's when her romance with Roy started. Linda accepts to work for Dot. After Dot uses a puppet show to tell her narrative and receives an embrace from the other Camp Utopia inhabitants, Linda eventually decides to accompany Dot in her mission to hold Sheriff Tillman accountable. Dot was able to eventually get past her years of bitterness towards Linda for essentially turning her life upside down by lying to her and reaching a reconciliation with her after Linda tricked her into a relationship with Roy. Tillman's two vanished wives are now working together to bring him down. They might even be able to persuade Karen, Tillman's current wife, to accompany them once they arrive at the commune. For more, subscribe.